Cement. Cement is discovered by the Joseph Aspdin of England in 1824 year. Cement is define the cement. What is meant by the cement? Cement is a finely powdered mixture of calcium silicates and calcium aluminates is called cement. Once again the definition is a finely powdered mixture of calcium silicates and calcium aluminates is called cement. Cement is very strong. That is the property of cements. The setting and hardening of cement is very strong, solid stone, just like as in bricks also. So cement classified into 5 types. Cement is classified into 5 types. 1. Natural cement. Natural cement. And the second one, slag cement. And third one, pozzolana cement. Pozzolana cement. And fourth one, high alumina cement. High alumina cement. And fifth one is Portland cement. Portland cement. These are the cement classification. First one, natural cement. Natural cement is obtained by blast furnace. Isn't it? Natural cement is obtained by the furnace. Is naturally according limestone containing 20 to 40% of clay. The mixer, it is a mixing by the grinding of cement to produce a natural cement. Natural cement is quick setting and low strength. That is called a natural cement. Second one, slag cement. Slag cement is produced by mixing of blast furnace. Slag and hydrated lime to grinding powder and mixing of small quantity of gypsum is called a slag cement. Slag cement is slowly setting and is a low strength of cement. And third one, pozzolana cement. Pozzolana cement is prepared by the mixing of pozzolana and limestone to grinding the materials to produce a pozzolana cement. Pozzolana cement is also slowly setting and is a strong, highest to strong. And next to high alumina cement. High alumina cement is mainly aluminum calcium aluminates. Alumina cement is mainly calcium aluminates. It is prepared by the blast furnace and is in a limestone, mixing of limestone and bauxite at 1500 degrees centigrade to 1600 degrees centigrade to produce a grinding powder with mixing of 0 to 2 or 3% gypsum is called a high alumina cement. High alumina cement is quick setting and high strength. It is also high alumina cement is very strong cement and is a resistance of seawater and sulfur water. And it is used in a construction of reservoirs and bridges also. So last one is Portland cement. Last one is a Portland cement. Portland cement it is prepared by the mixing of calcareous materials just like a lime and argillaceous materials just like a clay and to produce a powder is the content of calcium silicates and aluminum silicates to using the Portland cement. Portland cement is also slowly setting low strength materials. These are the cement classification. Which are cement classified? One is the natural cement, second one slag cement, pozzolana cement, high alumina cement, and Portland cement. The five cements today is present days using of high alumina cement is very strong cement and resistance of the seawater and sulfur water also. So these are the classification of cement. Second one is the chemical composition of the Portland cement. Composition of the Portland cement. Chemical composition of the Portland cement. Generally, Portland cement means a finely powdered mixture of calcium silicates and aluminum silicates is called a Portland cement. The Portland cement is more useful in society also. The Portland cement's composition is a different contents of the Portland cement. Is in a aluminum oxides, silicon dioxides, and ferric oxides, and so many sulfur trioxide, etc., etc. The ratio of the percentage of Portland cement, just like as a calcium oxide and 2.8% silicon dioxide, is a 1.2% of aluminum oxide and 0.65% of ferric oxide. That is the ratio of the percentage of Portland cement. Some of Portland cement is in a contents just like as a chemical composition range of Portland cement. These are this is one by one in ingredient of contents and percent limit. One is the lime. That just like as a formula of calcium oxide. That is the lime is percentage of 60 to 69%. And another one is the silica. Silica means silicon dioxide, SiO2 is the range of percent 17 to 25%. And alumina is the alumina means aluminum trioxide, Al2O3 is the 3 to 8%. As an iron oxide means ferric oxide, that is the Fe2O3, 0.5 to 6%, and magnesium and magnesium oxide is an MgO, that is the 0.1 to 5%, and sulfur trioxide SO3, that is the 1 to 3% of sulfur trioxide in limit percentage of Portland cement. And another one is the alkali. Alkali is the differentiated product of alkali metals and alkali earth metals combination is the sodium oxide plus K2O. That is the 0.3 to 1.5%. This combination, the composition of the Portland cement is the resistance of seawater and sulfur water also using by the Portland cement. This composition is most important of the composition of Portland cement. Is a Portland cement once setting and hardening of cement just like as an stone. That is a property of stone. That is the chemical composition of the Portland cement. Manufacture of the Portland cement. The manufacture of the Portland cement by two methods. One is the dry method. Another one is the wet method. Is a dry method, wet method is a difference slightly. Is a difference between with water is wet method, without water is a dry method. So, is a manufacture of the Portland cement by the raw materials. One is the calcareous material, one argillous material, third one coal powder or fuel oils, and fourth one gypsum. CaSO4 2H2O. Next one, this manufacture of the Portland cement involves 4 steps, which are, one is the raw material, second one is the grinding, and third one is the burning, and fourth one is packing. That is the 4 steps are involved in manufacture of the Portland cement. So first one, mixing of raw material. Mixing of raw material is the 2 methods. One is the wet method or dry method. Wet method produce a wet method limestone or argillous materials is a crushed in crushed mills or ball mills and produce a dry powder. That is called a dry method. And next one is the wet method. That calcareous or argillous materials is crushed by ball mills and formed to powder with mixing of water to form a slurry, not clary, slurry. Thus, that is the 2 methods. Is a dry method produce a dry powder and wet method produce a slurry. Next, second method is burning. Burning is a done rotary kiln. It is which is steel cylinder 2.5 to 3 meters diameters and 90 to 120 meters length. It is a rotary kiln inside lining by the refractory bricks. Refractory bricks means is a preventer of the heat by using of any material is called a refractory bricks. That refractory bricks is lining by the inside of rotary kiln. At the same time, is a rotary kiln is a slightly inclined of position of end of the rotary kiln. So rotary kiln, top of the rotary kiln is maintained by the 400 degrees centigrade. 400 degrees centigrade. That is the rotary kiln is the 400 degrees centigrade. At the next one, the rotary kiln is the center of the rotary kiln maintained the 1000 degrees centigrade and bottom of the rotary kiln between 1500 to 1700 degrees centigrade temperature. Is wet method produce a slurry, dry method produce a powder pass through the top of the rotary kiln. Top of the rotary kiln, that is a slurry or dry powder pass through the rotary kiln. Rotary kiln is maintained the inward of 3 zones. Rotary kiln inward of 3 zones. One is the dry zone. Second one is the calcination zone. Third one is the clinkering zone. First one is a 3 zones: drying zone, calcination zone, and clinkering zone. 3 zones. First, any raw material pass through the top of the rotary kiln. That is the first one, drying zone. That material will be get dried at the top of the rotary kiln at mate of the 400 degree centigrade temperature. That is the one. Next one is in a central rotary kiln maintain the 1000 degrees centigrade. That raw material or dry material is a decomposition to form lime and carbon dioxide. That is the equation. CaCO3. This is the lime material. CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2. That is the lime. That lime materials. Next one, third one is a clinkering zone. Bottom of the rotary kiln is maintained the between 1500 to 1700 degrees centigrade temperature. That is a limestone and clay is reacted with in bottom of the rotary kiln. That is the to form calcium aluminates and calcium silicates. Calcium aluminates and calcium silicates. That effect will be is a calcium silicates, calcium aluminates is a hot stones, greyish stones, just like as a clinkers. Hot clinkers are produced by the bottom of the rotary kiln. clean. The equations that is involved of internal equations. That is one is a clinkering zone. 2CaO plus SiO2 gives 2CaO SiO2. Is a dry calcium silicate. C2 means dicalcium. S means silicates. Dicalcium silicates. And the next equation 3CaO plus SiO2 gives 3CaO SiO2 tricalcium silicates. And third equation 3CaO plus Al2O3 gives 3CaO Al2O3. That is the tricalcium aluminates. Tricalcium aluminates. A means aluminates. Tricalcium aluminates. And fourth equation 4CaO. CaO means lime. 4CaO plus Al2O3 plus Fe2O3. Fe2O3 means ferric oxide gives 4CaO Al2O3 Fe2O3. That is the tetracalcium aluminoferrate. Tetracalcium aluminoferrate. That is the hard greenish clinkers, stone clinkers. That hard clinker is converted to cool clinker by passing is in a cool air. By passing cool air. So is a form of is a cool clinker. That cool clinker, cold clinker, and addition of gypsum by crushing or grinding by ball mills to form a cement. To form a cement. That is the grinding method. Once again the manufacture of Portland cement is a wet process produce a slurry, dry process produce a dry mix. Slurry or dry mix pass through the rotary kiln. That is the first bottom of the rotary kiln is maintained the 400 degrees centigrade. That slurry or dry mix is a dried, it get dried. It is the drying zone. Next one is a calcination zone. Center of the rotary kiln is maintained the 1000 degrees centigrade. The dried mix is decomposition to form lime, CaO, lime and carbon dioxide. That is the equation. CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2. That is the next bottom of the rotary kiln is maintained the between 1500 and to 1700 degrees centigrade. That is a clay, a lime is reacted in this place, bottom of the rotary kiln, to form calcium silicates and calcium aluminates. Calcium silicates and calcium aluminates of hard greyish stones. That is called a clinkers. That clinker is a hot clinker. That hot clinker converted by cool clinker by the cooling air, pass on the cooling air. That is the completion. Next one is that is the equations. These are the clinkering zone is a 4 equation. Dicalcium silicates, tricalcium silicates, and tricalcium aluminates, and tetracalcium aluminates and ferrates. That is the hot clinker. Is a cold clinker. Cold clinker is a grinding method. Third one is a grinding method. Cold clinker is a grinding in ball mills with addition of 2 or 3% gypsum to form a cement. That is cement. That is called a Portland cement. This is the fourth one, packing. Packing. Fourth one is the packing. Packing means that cement, that Portland cement stored in godows. Packing by the automatic machineries. That is complete of the manufacture of the Portland cement. This is very important of main examiners. Main examination is also. So this is the manufacture of the Portland cement. Manufacture of the Portland cement involving 4 steps. One is the mixing of raw materials. grinding, burning, and packing. That is over. This is the first one is this one is the chimney. The chimney is a release of flue gas and release of dust particles also. This is the completion of Portland cement process. Setting and hardening of cement. Setting and hardening of cement is the Portland cement on mixing with water converted to plastic mass. The plastic mass is called a cement paste. This process is called setting and hardening of cement. You see, what is meant by the setting? What is meant by the setting? Setting is stiffening of the original plastic mass due to gel formation is called setting. Once again the setting. Stiffening of the original plastic mass due to gel formation is called a setting. And next one is the hardening. Hardening means is this development of strength. Development of strength due to crystallization is called a hardening. Once again the hardening. Development of strength due to crystallization is called a hardening. Is a setting and a hardening is involving of following reactions one by one. Is a first initial setting reaction. Initial setting reaction is a 3CaO Al2O3 plus H2O gives 3CaO Al2O3 6H2O plus 880 kilojoules. This is called hydrated tricalcium aluminate. Hydrated tricalcium aluminate. That is the initial setting of the cement. Second one is the 4CaO Al2O3 Fe2O3 plus 7H2O gives 3CaO Al2O3 6H2O. That is a crystalline. That is a slowly will be setting to hardening. Next one, that is the plus CaO Fe2O3 H2O plus 420 kilojoules per kg. This is the gel. Gel formation, that is the setting. Crystallization, that is the hardening. At a slowly is in a plastic mass. Slowly will be hardening. The second one, the initial setting and hardening of cement. The initial setting and hardening of cement. 2CaO SiO2 plus H2O gives 3CaO 2SiO2 6H2O. That is called tobernomite gel. Tobernomite gel plus CaOH taken twice plus 250 kilojoules per kg. This is the crystallization. Next one is the final setting and hardening of cement. The final setting and hardening of cement. 2CaO SiO2 plus 6H2O gives 3CaO 2SiO2 3H2O. This is the tobernomite gel and plus 3CaOH taken twice. This is calcium hydroxide plus 500 kilojoules per kg. This is the crystalline product, solid product. These are the involving of internal reactions of setting and hardening of cement. So this is the initial setting and reactions. Is the first one gel formation, second one crystalline formation, finally is in a tobernomite gel formation and crystalline. That is the final setting and hardening. That duration period is a setting hardening of cement duration period 28 days. That 28 days after that cement will be just like as a stone, is a very strong stone. That is called a setting and hardening of cement.